What's up, guys? NJ Slockeye back with SlotsFan.com with two very special people sitting to the left or right of me. I don't know whichever way you're looking at this. Carlos and Gina from Married to Slots. Thank you both for being here with me today.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you, NJ.
I wore these colors specifically to support my fellow Commanders fan right there with his hat on. As you can see, I picked it out purposely. I'm rooting for you today, my friend. And granted, this is going to come out weeks after the game. Let's hope that it was a winning game. You know what I mean?
Yes.
We hope so. It's been a long time for us.
That's right. That's right. It has. And I know that all too well. I've lost like 3 or 4 Super Bowls in the past. Forget. We're not going to get into that. Same colors kind of too, right? With the 9.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So we can rock and roll with that.
Yeah,
this is already starting off great, right?
Yeah.
So the first question that I will have for you guys is, who is a better interviewer, Slots with Sean or myself? That's the first question I'm going to hit you with. Just kidding. Shot at Sean. Love you, Sean. Just joking around. Carlos and Gina, tell us about your journey. How did this begin? Who were you watching? Give it all. Give it all to the people. Let's hear it.
Thanks. So it began, we've always been playing slots. So for as long as I can remember, probably since we were of legal age to do it, back when they had coins.
Yeah.
So it's been a long time. Who are we watching? I will tell you that I was hanging out with my cousin one day, and she was a big watcher of YouTube. I was not. And this was way before COVID. And she kept saying, you all are always at the casino. You need to record your slot play. I see this guy all the time. I'm like, who wants to watch that? Nobody want to watch us. We in there to do what we do. Leave. We don't have time for that. And it was Brian Christopher. Yeah. And she sent me a video one time, and he was at one of our locals.
Okay.
And recording a video. He was just like, I hear we have like this jackpot thing that would go off once a month. And he was like, I hear the bells. And so ever since then, we still didn't do it. And then as time continued on after COVID, we just decided to start a channel.
Yeah, we got in the game.
Very late. Very late.
Better late than never. And I don't think you are late, because I still think that this stuff is on the ground floor. As we were discussing, literally right before I hit the record button, about how hard it is being a streamer and just trying to get approval somewhere, right. And having that respect. So I still feel like, as big as it looks to us, because we're around it all the time. So you see Brian and Mr. Handpay and all that stuff. And you see those numbers and you say, this is huge. I still think that we're on the ground floor, trying to break through that ceiling of which casino out there in the United States is going to officially say, we want every creator here all the time. And they are going to severely profit off this in the long run, not only, on us personally as gamblers, but we can bring people. We bring a lot to the table that these casinos don't realize, right? In this journey, when you were coming up, when everything, you started your YouTube channel and everything started to, you start to see those numbers rise. What was your, reality like then? Like, oh, we got to do this now. Like, this is it. Let's hear it.
I will tell you, our first few videos were awful. We had gone to Vegas. Did we go to Vegas? I think that we recorded everything in the wrong format.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will tell you, it is one. We sent an email to a creator who is on a larger scale, and surprisingly, she responded. I'm gonna tell you who it is. Who you think it is?
Shout her out. Who is it?
Layla.
Oh, okay. And what was that like? I had the same experience.
Yes, she responded to our email and she said, I think your channel is great. You recorded all these videos in the wrong format. And she just gave her some pointers, like, I live here. We don't have casinos here, but we go here to record this, and that. And so after that, we changed our format for the video. She gave us some tips on how to make thumbnails, and here we are.
I think the biggest thing that we were so impressed with is her being on a large scale. Her response to us was just so genuine.
Yeah.
And it wasn't boilerplate. It was genuine, and we really we benefited from that.
Yeah, and that's what we need in this community. And I have never turned anybody away. I've always responded to everybody in a truthful manner. And I have the same exact story, except it was with East Coast Slots and Tim. I couldn't even believe that they responded to me, but now that I'm in the game, I see, what it's about. It's like, why wouldn't you help out another creator, or, like, go out of your way for another creator, show them the ropes, and you bring up, and now the community builds more and more, right? I hate that there are some in this community that look at it as competition. It's not, and it shouldn't be competition. We are all facing casinos. We're all going to a place where we know we're going to lose in the long run, right? And we're eating off of these platforms that are filled with, an infinite amount of money. And it's like, why would you compete with me? We could do a lot together if you and I are in a video rather than by ourselves. If I have creator, approved here, approved there, like that was the goal with the Sloticon, was I just want a place where everybody can just record and just not worry about a damn thing as a creator, because I know what that's like, and it stinks. It absolutely stinks to have to be looking. So and spending a lot of time with you guys at Foxwoods, and Carlos is the one that caught me off guard at Sloticon, because I was so worried about setting everybody up, making sure everybody was okay. And afterwards, we're taking pictures with it. And Carlos goes, well, what about you? He goes, what about you? He goes, you're the reason we're even here. You take a picture. And my inside just felt the emotional wave take over there, because, I'm not doing it for that. It was, everything was for you guys, and you stopped me dead in my tracks. No joke. I don't even think I ever told you that, Carlos, but yeah, that got to me a little bit. Like, I was like, wow, the appreciation on top of it. And I promise that as far as I go in this game, I will take you guys with me. I will introduce you to people. This is how creators need to be, in hopes that you do the exact same thing for somebody that's coming up the same way. One of your fans wants to start a channel, whomever it may be, they reach out to you and you give them that same exact insight, that creator insight, because that's how we should be. And you two are sweethearts as well. So
thank you.
Now what kind of support do you get from your audience? What is it that what is it that you possess that your audience loves about you guys?
I don't know if it's I talk to the machines a lot. We have like a conversation. It's just the machine is, so I don't know if it's that. I have my own little lingo. He has his own lingo with the machines. Yeah. And it's just real life stuff. I say some things that I probably should not say, but I think our
audience just can relate to us. We're very approachable in the casino, and I think the biggest thing for us is once we meet somebody on the floor, they tend to stay in contact with us, whether it's by social media, if they see us in the casino. Their experience is just like their first meeting with us. So, it's not one of those things where you can't approach us. You just come up to us and, we take pictures with you. We do everything. So it's a fun thing. So, and the thing is, when you're gambling, you got to keep it fun.
That's right. That's right. Because we all know that looking at your pocket at the end of the night and seeing nothing isn't too much fun. So let's at least enjoy the ride. And it has the same outcome at the end with a lot more love involved. I've been outside of Sloticon. I've been with you guys at Foxwoods before. We've sat down, had a meal together, all that stuff. You guys are incredibly entertaining. And, I love being with you guys in the casino. I've seen it. I've seen, how you guys are very entertaining. You're good. You talk to the machine just like I do, Gina. I say horrible things to the damn machine. I have offended a ton of people by calling this animation certain words, which I still is mind-boggling to me. How we're going to defend this mermaid from Magic Pearl over me when she's there taking my money, at an alarming rate. I don't understand how that happens, but here we are.
Right. I mean, we had a few comments like, "Why do you have to say that?"
What are we? We're just trying to have fun here.
Right.
Like, join me for that fun. And like what is this here? Like, come on, like this is my money. This machine is taking this from me. Can you support me in this? Can you
exactly.
Can you curse at the machine with me? Can you feel for me in this? In this sense,
fight with me because we're in a fight. Sometimes it's a fight for our lives.
Right. And sometimes that's exactly what it feels like. I feel like I'm in a 12-round boxing fight with this thing with all the swings. I'm up, I'm down, I'm left, I'm right. I'm exhausted in a 10-minute video because just watching my money disappear. Come back from a bonus, go back down. And I'm like, what's going on here? You know, join me in my misery sometimes, damn it. What is wrong with those
that's
people?
The best way to describe it. It's just like a boxing match.
Yeah.
That's it, right? I nailed it with that one. What do you love about the slot machines? Like you said, you've been playing since the coins, and I know that as well as anybody. I started my channel with it's the old school slot, bam, boom, bang, and we've seen so many things come out since, over the last decade. So now with all of those, the majors, like look at Carlos's shirt, major jackpots, and mine.
Yeah.
What is it now, as of today, that like you love about slots? What do you go and look for when you're going to film? Is there anything specific?
I think with me, I'm kind of superstitious at times. So when I get there, I have to feel it. I can sometimes I'll say, hey, you know what? I'm going to play Buffalo today. I'm going to play Firelink. And when I get in the casino, I might change my mind because I have to feel it. And I just take off from there. I'll see something. I might see a maxed out major and say, hey, you know what? Let me go for that. But the one thing about the maxed out majors is, I'll set a limit. I might say, hey, you know what? I'm gonna put 100 or 200 on there, and I'm gonna bounce if I don't get it because, that maxed out major.
It's a chase.
That's a waterfall there.
Yeah, and the more you start chasing the money, that's when the money starts running, right?
Yeah.
And that is a good example. You are, without even realizing it, especially for your fans and your loyal followers, is you're showing them exactly how they should go about it. Set yourself a limit. We're not going to chase this major tonight with every single dollar that we have in the bank account. We're going to do 500. That's it. 500's gone. I'm gone. We all know how that works, right? I love the maxed out majors too. I go for them. But people tell me not to. And I'm just like, listen, someone's going to hit it. Hopefully it's me. You know what I mean? Hopefully it's at my time that it hits it. There's no rhyme or reason to it. We all know that. But I do the same thing. What about you, Gina? What do you?
I'm the opposite. I don't go for the maxed out major. I have been there too many times and never got the maxed out major. So
never got a maxed out major. Okay.
I've never had a maxed out major. He's gotten a maxed out major before. I've never had one, so I don't go for those machines.
Okay. It does feel good when that thing drops. Look at that. Circle major jackpot.
NJ, sometimes, and I know you've seen this before, you'll go to a casino on a Tuesday, you see a maxed out major, you leave, you come back Friday, Saturday, and it's still maxed out. And you say, you know what? Just imagine if you sat there and chased that.
Right. You would have been part of that.
You have to think about things like that. And it's tough. I mean, I'm not going to sit here and say it's not tough. It's tough to walk away. And sometimes it's tough just sitting there. So it's, so you got to pick your poison.
Hey, Slots fans! I want to take this quick moment to remind you guys about SlotsFan.com, the only website that is dedicated to people who love watching slots. There are over 250 streamers ranked amongst the community, in-depth biographies, interviews, big win stories, casino reviews, and more. So guys, make sure you are going and checking out SlotsFan.com. Click the link in the description below, bookmark the site because there is new content coming out every single day. Thanks again, Slots fans. What is your biggest win on?
I think mine was Firelink. I got a mega.
Ultimate Firelink.
Yeah.
And
how much?
Same with me. Yeah. Ultimate Firelink mega.
I love me some Ultimate Firelink. My audience hates it. I love it. I love Ultimate Firelink.
Our audience loves it. We're the opposite. They love it.
Yeah, I need your
every week.
Send your audience over. We were actually playing at Foxwoods. I believe we were with Emma from Ultra Hot Slots. We were sitting there on that bank of Ultimate Fire. I love Ultimate Fire. You know what I mean? I don't like the monkey. I don't like the monkey guy.
Yeah, that was hard. That was hard.
That's definitely that's more of a waiting game. I call it a waiting game because hey, I'm waiting for Ultimate Firelink to open up. So if it's available, I'm sitting there and I'll low roll it until I see an open seat, and then I'll jump on what I want to play.
And I don't like the cash falls version either.
I'm not a fan of it either. I played it the first couple times. I was like, oh, this is cool. And then like I was like, nah, because I'm used to this. Just give me the 4 fireballs, right?
And that's it.
You have enough, you have enough going.
That's all I want to play.
We don't need to add more variables to this machine. Like, let's just leave it the way it is. I would love to just put my hand right through that monkey's face sometimes because he drops me a ball and then nothing happens. I go, why'd you drop it for then? Don't even bother going through that for me and torturing me. You know, or how about when I have 3? Why don't you throw it down then? You son of a
and you don't.
The monkey's out.
Now with a double explosion. It's 2 monkeys.
Get them balled out.
We tried it.
I played it. I think I played it down in Tampa not that long ago. Don't quote me on this, but I'm not gonna lie to you. I think I ran through the entire bankroll, and on the last exact spin, the bonus had hit to give me my bankroll back. It's not like I hit a mega or major or anything. Right. It just gave me enough back to say, come on, give it back to me again. And I know their game. So guess what? I mean, back in the day as a channel 6 years ago, I'm chasing that thing. I would always say, running it through the garden until I get this and that. Now, more conservative. I'm like, I got this back. I know exactly how this goes. Like Carlos said, I'm out of here. Like, you got to pick your poison. Out of here. Completely out of here. Oh, how much was that? Was that jackpot for, by the way, on your biggest win?
Mine was a little over 12,000.
Nice.
And
mine was about that, maybe a little under 12, just under 12,000.
Is that on your channel, or was that off camera, just having some fun?
It's posted. Both jackpots are on our channel.
Yeah. We didn't have a channel at the time that I did, but I was recording. I was recording I think in a vertical format. Nice. But it's all right. On there though. It's
That's on there. All right. That's all right. So, I mean, because we're rolling with biggest wins throughout this whole journey with having a channel and whatnot, what has been your most memorable experience so far?
I feel like it was SlotsFan.
Yeah, tell us about it.
Great. We were amazed. So with the booth set up, it just so happened that when we saw the information about SlotsFan, we had already created a backdrop for home because we had thought about something else that we were going to be doing from home with our channel. So we already had some things moving in the background anyway. So we just happened to bring that to SlotsFan, but we were just so amazed by all the people who showed up, who were fans. Like, I thought they were going to be coming here to see NJ, Handpay. We have so many photos of people who were like, we know you, we watch you. Can we take a picture? It was so great. It was amazing. And then, not to mention, I don't know if they cut the machines on for us, but we could not miss that weekend. We couldn't miss NJ.
Let me tell you something. If it was baseball, I went 0 for the entire series, and there was a couple. Oh yeah, I couldn't hit it. And you would think, like I'm saying, like, hey, we're here. You're gonna help us out a little bit? No shot. Yeah. But you could not. I couldn't put a price on a SlotsFan whatsoever. Like I said, with Carlos hit me the way he did afterwards, like. The goal, like I said, the first goal was I want everybody in a place where they could film, you not have to worry about it. Wasn't thinking all of the other stuff, like, all the other like you saw how loved you were. Again, I don't care if it was one person, if you can make a difference and you can love them, that's saying a lot. Because if you never pulled out that phone, you never started a channel, you would never know that person existed. You would never know that you were that loved as a creator, as an entertainer. And you trust me, you had more than one person, like you said, right? You never realized, and guess what? That will boost you, to see we have to be doing this. Look at all these people that we matter to. Like, you felt the love, and my goal is to get another one going twice as big, and it can't get anybody to bite on it, but somebody will, and I hope you guys are.
I believe that. Yes,
I think that I totally agree with Gina on that. I think one of the things that really stood out is on our way to the conference center, and I saw the long lines.
Couldn't believe it either.
They wasn't single file lines. I mean, they were 2, 3, 4 people beside each other going into the center, and that was amazing. It looked like
A concert.
A concert.
Yeah, it did.
It really did. It looked like a concert. Some big name, was about to go on stage. I couldn't believe it. It was unbelievable.
It was. I agree with you on that too. We don't touch on that enough. Like you said, it was the walk, right?
Yeah.
And I couldn't believe it. And then Handpace's cameraman took it upon himself to go film the line and see how long it took. And he's showing me, and I'm like, oh my god! Listen, I was like 200 people. 200 people is a lot of people. If you put 200 people in one room, think about 200 people in your home, right? That's crazy. That's crazy. And the number we had was 7 times, 8 times that. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. Yeah. And it was all love. People were just, going boot. They weren't just going straight to one. They were going around and around and getting, what's your channel? Subscribe right now. And that was awesome. It was awesome to see, somebody double their subscriber number just from that. It was incredible in ways I couldn't have pictured it in my head. It was just to have a place where we could all film, have a little thing going on, get a little, nice dinner set up for us. It was incredible top to bottom. I can second on that. I'm very happy that that's one of your, most memorable experiences. That means the world to me. And that just means I'm going to work that much harder to make it happen again for you guys, because you deserve it.
Thank you. Thank you. It was great.
That makes me very happy. Caught me off guard with that. So now I got to, get myself back together here. What are your go-to casinos? What are your top 3 favorite casinos across the United States that you've been to?
I already know what he's going to say. Let me think what I think he's going to say. I think he's going to say the Beau Rivage in Mississippi.
Tell me about it. I've never been there.
It's like a mini Bellagio.
Okay. Will you take me there? Yeah. Will you take me there?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. So he loves the Beau. Borgata,
yes.
In Atlantic City, he loves Borgata.
Borgata's beautiful.
And let me throw this in, Jay. I know you said the United States, but I have to throw this in. I love Bahama in the Bahamas.
Okay, never been. That another place you got to take me. It looks like
that's probably it's definitely top 3. Definitely top 3 casino of mine. I love it. The people there, they're great. The hospitality is great. The atmosphere is great.
Beach to the casino.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I went on the beach. We went to visit. I think it was Gina's birthday. Mm-hmm. I went on the beach, and I'm not a guy that's gonna sit out on the beach all day. So while I was on the beach, only thing I'm thinking about is ching 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 ching. I'm thinking about the casino. So I come back. I stayed out there for about an hour. I come back in the casino. I'm still wet from going out in the water, and this machine caught my eye. It was a 3-reel casino. 3-reel game. Caught my eye, and I'm betting it, and I'm digging in, and bam, $5 bet. I think I won $7,000 or $8,000, just like that. And of course, it's no taxes in the Bahamas.
That's right, baby. Just like Aruba, same thing. It's one of my biggest jackpots is in Aruba. Same thing, $5 machine too. It was a double gold.
So that's always a plus when you can go and win, and it's no taxes. So, but those are my 3 go-to casinos.
And what about you, Gina? Can you add to that list, or is it?
I love Bahama. I actually like Ocean. I like Ocean. I don't know if it's just like the atmosphere. I like Ocean, and I generally win on their Ultimate Firelink machines there, the newer ones that they have installed. But I don't have a machine. I don't have a casino that's like, oh, I gotta get. This my absolute favorite.
I got you. So. How about out in Vegas? Any special ones out there that you love specifically more than the next one?
Well, I would say we generally only stay at MGM properties when we go to Vegas. We stayed at MGM properties before, but we stay where they take care of us, of course. Of course. Yeah. So, I don't have a favorite. I just want to be at the winning one.
Yeah. See, Gina, I'm the
yeah.
same way now at this point. I used to have these favorites, that I used to go. And I mean, I'm saying that, but there's obviously some ambiance that kicks into this.
Right.
Like when I go to the Hollywood Hard Rock, you feel like you're at a resort. You walk out into that pool area, you don't want to leave.
Right.
You feel like, and that changes the game a little bit. I love places that have really good restaurants or good selection of food. Obviously, we got to feed ourselves.
Right.
So like that'll add to it too. But then when you get into the casino, I'm the same way. I like just let me sit at a machine that's gonna pay me. Like
Right.
there's no specifics. This one has more old school. This one has more new school. I'm the same way. Where am I going that's gonna take care of me? Because we barely get taken care of as creators as it is.
Right.
Where can we go to film comfortably?
Right.
Which that makes you one of my favorites as well. Being a creator. We're not regular gamblers anymore, right? Where we could just pick and choose. Let's go here. Let's go there. We have to go through a process in order to be a creator, unless you're going on vacation and stuff like that. And you're just wanted to, go and wing it. But how can you not like the Bahamas? You're walking outside to the Bahamas, Carlos.
It's awesome. It's awesome. You can go there, go. I mean, Atlantis is nice too, but Atlantis doesn't have I'm an Ultimate Fire Link lady, so they don't have that there unless something has changed in like the past year or two. But
you never know.
But I love Baha Mar.
Yeah.
Baha Mar. So now, when I officially make it out to the Bahamas, I'm going to think about you guys when I see that place. I'm going to send you a picture, and hopefully I'm sending you a nice jackpot picture from Ultimate Fire. Dude, I'm going to send you that picture and go, Gina, you got to get down here. They got Ultimate Fire Link. You got to get down here. And then you two fly in. We have a good time, right?
Yeah.
Nice and easy.
The good thing about Baha Mar is every time we've been, we always run into the usual gamblers that we play with.
Okay.
I mean, it seems like it's
an you mean the folks who work there?
Well, not only that, we always run into.
We saw this one couple who we always see.
We always run into couples that we play with.
In the past,
it's like an unplanned meeting spot. We didn't plan anything. We get there and we're like, hey, didn't know you were coming down, and it's all love. So it's but that's the good thing about that. I mean, because I think it's and the biggest thing is they take care of their people, and of course when you're getting good service, you're going to return.
Absolutely, I think the staff is very important when it comes to a casino because
absolutely.
The staff is who you're dealing with most of the time,
Right.
And there's nothing that I love more than when I go back to a place, another time and I see one of the attendants or security or whoever it is that you feel, again, if you feel that, that cheers that, you love to go where everybody knows your name. You feel more comfortable, of course, too. As we know, casinos are in a fantastic place once the hours start dwindling down at the end of the night, especially when you're walking around with tripods and money and all that stuff. Right. So it's very good to have that feeling of, that ambiance of that comfortability of being there, and you get to know them. There were some staff back in Atlantic City when I used to go to the Nugget. I still have their numbers, texting them on happy Thanksgiving. You know what I mean? That's awesome. They have become friends now, and I love that factor of it. And they were there before I was a creator. They know my family. They ask my parents. They ask how the kids are. Like, I feel like I'm closer to them than some of my personal friends. It's crazy. But it's an absolute great feeling. I love that you guys said that. You're touching on everything here. Now, when it comes to these beautiful slot machines, the Ultimate Fire Links or whatever it may be, what are some of your favorite slot features of some of the games? Like how, we have a major jackpot that could drop. We have 4 balls that come down in the Ultimate Fire Link and the whole screen goes up. What are some of your favorite slot features about some of these slot machines?
I like slot. I like some of these games that have these multipliers. Like, so that new Phoenix Link, one of the versions have multipliers in the free games. So I like that it's an opportunity to win. It's the one. I'm
trying to think which one it is. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Sensei Master, I think that's what it's called.
That's it. You've absolutely ruined me.
Same here. But I also see the potential where, we can win some really good money there. So I like those. I recently fell in love with Crazy Chicken. A lot of people
man, Crazy Chicken's
I love it.
Yeah, it's a big favorite right now. I love that. I love these newer things.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of the 3 up top, fill up the pot, all that stuff, because I know it's all a mirage. I've proved that wrong.
It is.
You know, but when you don't play it, like, you know, I avoid it. So I don't go play it for like 6 or 7 months. And then I'm feeling crazy. I'm like, let's try the Buffalo Triple Power, I think it's called, or something. And the thing was hitting like, I get this pot. I'm like, all right, this is all right, you know, until you lose on it. And then I'm like, screw this game. This game stinks, you know. So the new Phoenix link reminds me of, it has those versions of, I'm trying to think of what old Lightning links had. A Tiki Fire has multiplier.
Tiki Fire, yes.
And that's why I love multipliers. I love Tiki Fire. Yeah. I absolutely adore multipliers in a game because of the potential that's there. Yeah. That you can go above and beyond the mathematics, you know, of what's going on in your head. You're not even thinking of it because you're so used to having these major jackpots here. That's that much. Minis there, it's that much. You know, we know that with Ultimate Firelink, Mega, you know, but having these free games come out and all 2x, 4x, 2x. And you're like, wait, 2 times 4, it's 8 times the big symbol. And then all of a sudden the thing starts going nuts. That's fun. I agree with you, Gina. I think that's a great, you know, that's a great slot feature. I hope it never changes, you know, except for the better. What about you, Carlos?
I think I like the free game feature. Free games where you can get a bonus and a bonus.
Love bonus.
So nothing. That's the biggest thing. Like, for instance, with Mo Mummy, a lot of people want, and Gina's one. She likes the cash
collect me only.
So my biggest thing is I'm thinking about the long game. I'm thinking, hey, get as many free games as I can, because that's more bonus and a bonus opportunities that I can benefit from. And matter of fact, we were in the Borgata a few months ago, and we saw a lady. She was on a max bet
on 1 cent, 750.
And I don't know how many free games she got. She got over 30.
She was in the 40s.
She was up there in the 40s, and she just kept getting the cash collect feature while she was in her free games. And I said, man, I'm sitting there. We were cheering for her. We were rooting for her. And that's what I do like about the Borgata. It seems like the mindset in the Borgata, it's everybody against the casino.
That's how it should be.
And that's what I like about the Borgata.
Because if you said that, we're going to touch on it, because it happens to me more than ever. However, you got to remember, I'm a loud person, right? Nobody likes that. Well, at least most of the people I'm usually around. First of all, I have the look, right? The look of hatred. Like, people just look at me and go, look at this a-hole, right? And then I sit down, you know, with Jerry or something, and it immediately starts, right? So, but I've had those things before too, whether the person played the machine before me maybe or something, and like they come up and they're like, man, I see somebody hit free games and I'm rooting them on. I'm like, yeah, let's do this. You're not affecting me.
Right.
Bankrupt this bastard. You know what I mean? Like let the stupid security watch. Let's all crowd around and root for each other. I agree with you. Like, that's how it should be. We're never going to live in a world like that, because most people are friggin' miserable, especially in a casino. But I am the same way. I root for people around me. I say, congratulations, good luck. But then I have those other ones. I hit a massive jackpot. They look over and they walk away like, yeah, thanks. You know, thanks for the, you know, good luck. Mo Mummy. Let's touch on Mo Mummy. I've played Mo Mummy once in my life.
You're a one and done.
One, and I'm going to tell you why. One and done. It is one of the best Mo Mummy videos that you will ever see on YouTube. It was a first spin bonus that lasted 11 minutes long. I was blown away by Mo Mummy. And I'm like, yeah, obviously I walk by it. I see it all the time. And I'm like, I don't want to play this again. Like, this is a one-hitter quitter. But it has those, it's fun. It is fun. You know, he grows, he's throwing the diamonds over there and all that stuff. I was in love with it the first time I played it. And now I'm just avoiding it at all costs, because I don't want to play it anymore. It's one of my best videos. An 11-minute first spin bonus. Yeah, nuts. Awesome. $15 a spin too. I feel like it robbed me a little bit. Like, I'm thinking, now that I look back and I see how the play works and whatnot, that should have been an $8,000-$9,000 jackpot. Not complaining, you know, money's money, but I don't think I'm going back to Mo Mummy. I will. I'm lying. Like what are we saying
They
here?
have a new version too.
I'll eventually. What'd you say?
It's a new version out.
There's a new version now. See,
Is
I
it
haven't
called Mo
yet, so
Yeah.
I might have to. What's new about it? What did they do to it?
I think it's most spins. Most something. You have to see it. I don't know. I haven't had an opportunity to play it yet. We haven't seen it yet, but we've seen other people play it.
Okay. I'm gonna keep an eye out for it.
Yeah.
Okay, because that doesn't count. It's a new variation of it, so that it doesn't count in the record, of Mo Mummy. So at least I can, have the positivity to go at least play that one. So, having this channel, what have been some pros and cons of it?
Cons, losing. Losing.
Number one, right? How much money does it cost?
That's a con. But the pros are the community. This is a really strong, it's a great community. Like I said, we can all win here. And everything has been positive for the most part. Haven't had any real negative things coming our way.
Good. And I hope you never experience it, honestly.
Yeah, I think the biggest thing is everybody and every aspect of being a slot influencer is relatable, and we all can relate to the ups and downs of trying to get approval to film. And I think one of the biggest things that we have to consider is when we're trying to get content, on our bad days, you say, wait a minute, you know what? Do I want to film or do I just want to win my money back? So sometimes there's a struggle there. There's a balance, but the biggest thing is, you have to go out here and you have to get new content. And sometimes that can be challenging because, some people like to see a video from start to finish. Some people like to see bonuses. Some people like to see shorts. So you have to cater to your audience and you have to be consistent.
That's true. I've suffered massively, going into these new games where I'm trying to pin on a 70-year-old audience, Mo Mummy, let's say, and they're just like, what the hell is this? And I'm just like, I'm trying to show you guys, these new games.
Right.
This is what's going to happen. They don't want to see it. Relax, like they're getting, what is this crap? Like, calm down. Let's down a little bit, right? These are the new machines that are going to be coming out. They're kicking out Double Diamond Deluxe because it's boom. The hell is that? You got to add something to that, right? In order to make it feasible for 2025. So yes, I've had that challenge too, and I've suffered horribly when I came out. I still do it to this day because I shared my losses. I shared all of my losses. Still to this day, there is not one loss in my phone that doesn't get shared. And I show these people that because I want to show them the reality of this. It's not all bonus games and jackpots like most of these channels were doing. And I was like, I want to differ. I want to separate myself from it. And sadly, I have suffered from it. But I'm not going to send you, I'm not going to send my audience either a message that this is all jackpots and bonuses because
that's just not true.
No, it's definitely not true.
Especially in the casino, especially when it comes to money. Sometimes the minds don't work correctly. And, that's why these slot machines are there. They're to manipulate us. Mm-hmm. And me being an influencer, the last thing I want to do is influence somebody going to the casino saying, I can do this. I watched NJ. Oh, my God, he hit 6 spins on this Wheel of Fortune. It's going to hit. Nah, no, it's not. We all know that now, right? So my thing is, I don't run it through the garden anymore like a sicko. Maybe I'll do it once in a while. And I try to pull out what are some things that you share with your audience on how to gamble a little bit more responsibly and how to go about it. What's like some little tips and tricks that you have when, it comes to saving money or doing the right thing?
A winner's bank. He is way more disciplined than me, but we always take a winner's bank to the casino. And sometimes it depends on the purse that I have. I may not want to take my winner's bank, but I know that he has one. Yeah. So, and that winner's bank holds like $2,000, in that little
very
thing.
Good.
So he is very disciplined with doing that and banking. So I just need to be more disciplined with that. But that's what we try to share, that, use your winner's bank, bank some money, even if it's just like $300. That's going to be $300 you can look forward to when you get home, because we leave the key at home.
Yeah.
So
I'm always counting in my head, NJ. I'm counting in my head. I'm looking at a machine. I'm like, all right, this sucker took $200 from me. All right, and I'm keeping a count. Believe me. And I'll lose. I'll go to another machine and say I win 400. I say, okay, I got this back from the last machine.
Yeah.
And the biggest thing is, you have to be positive going into the casino. You have to go in there with a mindset of, hey, I'm going to have fun first, and I'm going to try to win. And the thing is, you can't go in there trying to double up your rent money or double up some bills. You're not. That's not going to happen. That's reality
at all.
And we run into so many people that say, "I heard the Slash, you guys always win," and we be truthful with them. Like, hey, you know what? We have had some success. I'm not gonna lie, we've had some success, but believe me, we take our lumps just like the next man. So
that's
don't think that it's all fun and games, because I'm telling you, I've walked out of the casino tight-faced plenty of times.
And some quiet ride homes in the car.
I was just gonna say, ready? No, go. So driving down to the casino, it's Dean Martin and Frank Sinatra, Lucky Be a Lady tonight, and on the way home, it's 3 Days Grace, I Hate Everything About You.
Right.
And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It changes completely. We've all had those rides home, and now being a creator, you don't realize that you're playing different games. You're playing more, obviously, than you would if it was just you two going to this. So we know better than anybody, because of the repetition and the more that we're playing, we can absolutely share to everybody, guys. Like, this is a short-term game. You hit for leave the damn play. That's probably your best bet, because come on, how much are these stories? They're 1 in a million of, hitting the grand jackpot and walking out with this much. I had a weekend where it was 56 jackpots. Do you ever think that happened again? 0 times that has happened again. Absolutely never. Like, it's so rare, and people don't realize it. It's just, maybe it seems like it a little bit more because we're sharing it. It's up there and we're sharing that stuff, and Mo Mummy's giving me a first spin bonus. I know, listen to me, the chances of me sitting back down at Mo Mummy and hitting a first spin 11-minute bonus, do we understand what the percentage of that is?
Right.
1 in billions, right? Now, if I were to do it again, there might be some people out there, oh, look, every time he plays Mo Mummy, and they'll say, every time he plays Mo Mummy, I played it twice. Relax. Relax. I'm sure if I did it and if we kept going with this, right, we know how this is going to end up. And it is our job now, being influencers and creators, having this audience that watches us, to spread that message of please gamble responsibly.
Yes,
you know what I mean? If you don't have it, don't go. Watch me on that TV like you've been. Lose mine. You know what I mean? I'm sure I play a machine you like. Click on it. Go watch me do it. Live vicariously through me and let it get out of your system in that sense. I will never send anybody to a casino, where you guys gotta go to this place tonight and go. No, hell no, I'm not doing that. Like, get out of here. That's not going to happen, right? You guys are doing the right thing, top to bottom. I mean, every one of your answers, by the way, Gina, have been phenomenal. Like every time, like the first thing, it's the same thing that comes to my head. It's exactly how I would answer those questions too. Like the pros and cons. Your first pro is community. Sloticon, because of what it was, not because it was we're getting wined and dined and we had a ton of machines. No, it wasn't even the fact of having approval. That wasn't the first thing on your mind. It was everything else. It was everybody else in your mind. That was the first thing. And I love that more than anything. That's why I'm glad to have you as a part of this huge, huge, huge circle that I have around me. I'm proud that I can have you guys next to me. You will be joining. This event's going to be over by the time this posts, but you guys are coming with me to Delaware Park Casino.
Absolutely. Team NJ.
It's not. Okay. Here's the best part is I could have said there is no slot tournament. There is nothing going on there. I guarantee you guys would still meet me there just for like a day of filming.
Absolutely.
be with each other and enjoy the camaraderie and play with each other and collaboration, stuff like that. I know that deep down inside that there's no ulterior motive there. And guess what? I didn't promote it that way either. I said, hey, I said it to Carlos, I'm going to be in Delaware Park, 118. I would love to introduce you to some people. You didn't see any of that happening and see that coming, and that's what I love about you two. You two are so genuine and realistic. I love it. I'm very happy to consider you guys friends.
We appreciate that.
So before I close this out, there's this one special thing that I just came up with not that long ago. What is something right now that you both can share with me that you have never shared before with your followers and audience that they will officially see in this interview for the first time?
I'd like to go to the gun range.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you this. This is what I've been thinking about, NJ. This is what I want to see happen. I want to put something together. I want to do a slot event where we can have a golf tournament, some things outside of the slot.
A slot of spending money for slots.
I want something, even if it's just something where we can just say, hey, you know what? We're gonna all meet up. We're gonna play, of course, get our gamble on and play slots. But I want to do something else outside slots where we can maybe have a golf tournament, bowling tournament, anything like that, just to just where we can
engage more
and not worry. Because I'm gonna tell you this, just like you said, while you were at SlotsFan, we felt like we couldn't miss at one point, and some people there had some ups and downs. I want us to get together where there's no ups and downs. It's strictly fun.
Ups and having a good time.
You can drink, you can eat, and just have fun. You can say, hey, you know what? Everybody left this event a winner. That's what I want to put together for 2025.
How could you not fall in love with that answer? What about you, Gina? Can you double up on that and say you agree, or is there something else you got there?
I agree, but I guess I misunderstood the question. I thought you wanted to know something about us that we do outside of slots.
Oh, I do. No. I definitely do. What's something that your audience has no idea about that you feel comfortable sharing with us today? Whether it's some
that's what I said, that we go to the gun range, and that's our other thing.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we do like to do that
with our family too. With our sons, we go to the gun range as a family.
If the video wouldn't get absolutely clipped as soon as I did this, right? I would love to show you my collection because I have my grandfather's World War II pistol.
Wow. Wow.
You're talking, I don't know how long ago that was. My grandfather was on the beaches of Normandy. Very lucky that he was alive, because that was not a good day. And I have this Purple Heart Award as well in there. And that means the absolute world to me. I have it with all the bullets. I got it registered, legally and all that stuff. But I have a couple other fun things as well, with some laser sights on it, possibly. Right. That's for another time. Maybe we'll go to the gun range.
We can talk about that off the camera, but
maybe we'll go to the gun range. But see, no, that's absolutely what I mean. But Carlos, just to pick your brain there, I love that that's your thought process of something you want to do, because like you said, we knew what the goal of SlotsCon was. We knew we were going to be putting on a show. We knew we were going to have some lucky subscriber with us at dinner and stuff. And I get what you're saying. Let's do that. Hey, next time we go to Foxwoods, there's a bowling alley right downstairs. They don't much down there, because if you get 3 strikes in a row, 6 strikes in a row, 9 strikes, you get a certain percentage off. And I'm a bowler. I bowl every Sunday night. So I would love to have a bowling tournament with some channels, but think about what that could balloon into. Like you said, golf, bowling, whatever it may be. We could probably come up with some fantastic ideas. It has to be at a casino, right? So we could have enjoyment at night, right? So we could have that. The way our sick minds work, I would absolutely love that too. A day of slot channels, just camaraderie, doing something. Let's go hit a boat or something. Let's go get on a yacht.
Yeah, I like fishing as well.
So I couldn't agree with you more on that. I think that's a great answer. That's a great goal to have. as for 2025 goes, I would love that, especially, like I said, our community is filled with love, and there's so many different people from different places, and that's what I love about it too. Tell me your story. I want to hear more about it. How did you come up? What did you do? What was it? This and that. And I love sharing that. Now this whole, you sit in front of a machine, you're recording, like you said, Gene, you're talking to the machine and whatnot. There's not a lot of time to give to your audience your personal self. There's probably 100 things about me that I've never shared with my audience, which made me come up with this. I want your audience to now, dive into something new. What do you guys like to do outside of this? What's a hobby you like? What's a secret you want to share from 20 years ago that you just wanted to get out of there? Anything along those ranges. Both great shares. I love it. The gun stuff, Handpay talks to me about that all the time too. He's a sicko though. We will get together and do something, because you guys are a lot closer to me, than you realize, as far as, we are on the East Coast. There's a bunch of channels I feel like are over there. There's only like a handful of us over here on the East Coast. You know what I mean? So
that is true.
I will literally see you guys in 6 days, and I cannot wait to see both of your smiling faces.
We're so excited.
Yeah, we're ready. We're pumped.
Hopefully in the when this premieres, we're talking about how we won that damn thing. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes. We don't claim it now. We're claiming the wins right now.
Hey, listen. I hate when they do this in football, and I don't want to jinx it, but I'm gonna let you guys know something. With creator-based slot tournaments, when Tim and I are on the same team, we're 2-0. So
really, okay.
It's a good record to have. We went against some of the best as creator slot tournaments. We came in and we conquered. And to top it off, the last slot tournament that I had that night, when I went out onto the floor, I hit a $10,000 maxed out major, Carlos. And I'm telling you, we are gonna do the same damn thing in 6 days. How does that sound?
Yeah, that sounds great.
That sounds great.
But see, that's why you guys like the maxed out majors, because you've hit one, you've hit it, so you're like, I can get it. But I haven't had that joy yet. So
yeah, that's why trust me, I also have sat at those maxed out majors and have gotten absolutely abused. Absolutely killed. Great story, and then I'll stop. I promise. Jackpot Judo came to Atlantic City. We sat down. The videos are out there at a maxed out major and grand autumn moon at the Hard Rock.
Okay.
$5 a spin. Weren't doing anything crazy. $5 a spin, $10 a spin. We weren't doing anything crazy. Obviously, we didn't hit anything. The next morning, Hard Rock shared a picture. Couldn't have been 12 hours later. Somebody hit the grand and the major. And I'm like, if you would have just stuck around, right? That's what gets you, though. If you would have just stuck around, that whole thought process has got to go out the window, because it's all about that specific timing and whatnot. I do have a good record against the maxed out major, and I hope we can sit down together, Carlos, find a maxed out major down here in Delaware and absolutely crush it together. That would be awesome. That would be absolutely awesome. So I'm looking forward to it. Guys, thank you for your time today. We got a big day of football. Hopefully we're sharing how the Commanders are in the Super Bowl. Good luck today to Washington. I love watching them play. Thank you again to the both of you, not only for all of your support when it comes to me, but being here with me today. You guys are fantastic, and I cannot wait to see you both. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us, and thank you for all that you've done for the community. We really appreciate you.
Thank you, NJ. I think that one of the biggest things about you is you're so open to the community, and some of the things that you share with the community, you don't get anything in return, and you give it. And I think that's one of the things that me and Gina we talked about when we were introduced to this idea of doing this interview with you. I said, you know what, NJ is always giving. He shares his contacts, his tips, reviews on different places, and he doesn't get anything in return for it. And I said, that's huge. I mean, he's just a genuine good person
and a stand-up guy, man of your word.
And we appreciate that. And I'm gonna tell you another thing before you go, NJ. I think that you have the hottest theme song in the slot community.
Oh yes, you do. You definitely do.
Do you know we play? Do you know we play that?
It's on our playlist.
Yeah, we play that, and get
out of here.
I mean, yeah, we just when we first heard it, we was blown away by it. We said, you know what? This is the hottest theme song in the slot community.
Get out of here. Get out of here. You like it. My audience hates it. So that's why.
I want to give you your kudos for that.
Yeah.
So we always say we're going to keep going, but I love you guys so much. Did I ever tell you the story behind that song?
No.
Okay. So I'm 4 years deep. I have the same intro, same outro. And I'm like, what are you doing? You know what I mean? Like anything in life, there's always a revamp. There's always, nothing ever stays the same. And I'm like, I got to figure this out. And I was playing, with the YouTube jingles and all this stuff. And I got an inbox this long from a guy named Club 97. And I'm like, what the hell is this? And it's like, hey, NJ Slot Guy, there's a friend of mine that's actually a subscriber of yours, a huge fan and whatnot. I actually make music. Could you please check out this track, that I made, and it was that track, and let me know. He goes, I don't even know if you're going to respond to this. Psh, little did he know, I respond to everybody. Got a response back in 12 hours. Now, I have offered myself to people I've met across. I'm a musician. And I said, write me an intro and an outro, and I will 1000% not only use it, I'll put your name on it, take no credit for it, and it will be in every single one of my videos. Nobody has ever bitten on that, by the way. I've offered it to hundreds of people, even local people. Like, hey, I see you play the guitar. Just write me a jingle. Boom, it'll be my intro and outro. So anyways, I see this whole thing, and I was like, this is a no-brainer. You know what I mean? A no-brainer. Like the 777 at the jackpot. And I was talking to him and whatnot. He goes, listen, I'm going to cut it perfectly for you to have an intro and outro. Ever since then, it's there. And if you go and look in my description, in my a comment section, not only do I plug him, I plug his new songs, his whole entire website and stuff like that. I don't get anything from that. And guess what? Neither does he. Never asked for money, never asked for anything like that. So I knew that this person was a genuine person that has a good heart. They're just happy that their jingle is playing on an intro and outro every other day. Like, that's amazing that you guys just said that. It's not like I go around, everybody tells me that. Your intro and outro is awesome.
We pay attention. Awesome. We pay attention to everything.
that is real. That's awesome. That's a good way that's a good close. But I don't tell that story much, because nobody ever says, hey, where did you get your intro and outro from? It's a fantastic story. I love to tell. A big shout out to Club 97. I wish him nothing but the best. And now that I think about it, he's out there in California, in LA. Okay. And hopefully, with everything that's going on out there with all those fires.
Prayers to everyone out there. That's California. It's devastating. It's just unimaginable.
Yeah, we don't want anybody to be suffering in any sense. I'm sure we all have fans that are out there, you know what I mean, and followers and subscribers, or at least linked to somebody, now that's out there dealing with that. Wish them nothing but the best. Hopefully everything gets better soon, and it just shows how good of a heart you guys have too. You really know how to make me smile, Carlos. He was waiting to drop that on me, Gina. That was good. He knows how to get the heartstrings. Now I know why you like to lean in and oh, Carlos, you're getting a big hug when I see you, pal. Thank you for, just everything you see, catching me off guard with that stuff. Again, I don't get anything. You know what I do get out of this, Carlos? Making your life as a creator that much easier, so you don't have to go down the road I did with the, how hard it was or whatever it was, or being mistreated, dealing with the drama and stuff like that. My goal is to make your life easier as a creator, and I will always do that for you. You have my word. So
thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you again, guys. I'll see you in 6 days. I cannot wait for that.
All right. Absolutely.
Thank you. See you, NJ.
Appreciate you both.
Bye, everybody.